Harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're...
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
He's now. 'Twould be a shame.
I don't believe I had... Begone! I have no hospitality. I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter. Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination.
Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
If you must go off on your...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Beg pardon, sir?
Just between you, my task, 'tis an init, so back and forth.
The breath of fresh air is just what I...
I've been here so long, I
Gotta get to work.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, pray be cautious, your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. Takes the sentinel posted.
I must ask you to...
Do you recall that package from Batal I delivered to the minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest retainers. But therein lies our chance, for I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. Mother refuses to allow it. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
You are not permitted to be here. Move it.
I regret to inform you that there is no master.
It's not at the expense of my duty.
There's ought to be said.
We're not to talk.
Mayhap you've been misinformed. I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
Not far from your station, are you not?
Mindless labor is for mindless men.
Nary a new face in sight. Why do I even bother?
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity. Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling...
So, tell me more of this.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon. Behind closed doors, naturally.
I'd sooner stay out. Very possible.
What's the saying?
To find someone to buy me a drink.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Owned items.
Fine dressing.
Sweet meats and ale. Anyway.
Place for everyone and everyone in there.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour would be right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Nothing like being spoiled by a good patron.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Near enough of
going to now?
I've little enough got to spend as tis.
Always a fresh breeze blowing around here.
Along with everyone.
Haven't left town. May have its time.
Can't help but talk in a whisper. How everyone else makes it.
Where did you...
Go, Master. 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Anyone gives me trouble, that tastes steel.
So stiff after
Get just about anywhere. You are not allowed.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are... He sent out to Melv. Melv, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but I'd like to know what they think.
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this. At times, it seems I am confronted by my own ignorance at every turn.
Our soldiers need better.
Mayhap I'll come here when I have a day to myself.
I must ask you to leave this place at...
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
It's too quiet here. I'll break in this level.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Barely drag my ass out of bed. I mean fine cattle. Tis quiet. Such quietude is a blessing. At least here. I'd sooner stay out of the battle, were it possible.
This is no life. It seems we must part ways for the time being.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
You. I wonder how you must feel, having locked me away in this dismal place. Do you think yourself just? If so, you are sorely mistaken. There are many in this world who require salvation. I merely borrowed the aid of those who could offer it. Just as there are theories that may only be tested on living flesh, so are mortal bodies the sole source of certain materials. And, whatever you may think, all lives are not made equal. 'Tis the truth, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The sickly folk of the slums are fated to die, to waste away till death grants them its mercy. I merely gave their deaths a greater purpose. If anything, I deserve your praise, not this awful cell.
How could I have forestalled this? No one thought to
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Such quietude. Blessings.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Aye, you may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it.
I dare not enter the palace. But I would fain escort you to the... Here we are.
Got to keep moving. It is our duty to see this peace.
Some decent sleep. See that road. So stiff.
My legs are
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this.
Time to hit the sack.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
These writings could be of
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'Tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this God's Way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.